Two wide receivers will be looking to be #1 targets on the field in today's game. It's Landry's Dolphins going up against Britt's Rams. With that, we'll send you out west to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California, where we'll hand it over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Los Angeles Rams. And we say hi again, everybody. Brandon Gaudin here as we count down to kickoff. I turn to my partner, that's Charles Davis. And Charles, Larry pointed out in the open, we've got a pretty good matchup of wide receivers here this afternoon, don't we?
And those guys have such a big impact on the game nowadays. We know it's a throwing game, but the guys who can go up and get it, the guys who can break tackles after the catch and make bigger plays, oh yeah, they love spotlight as well. They want the football, they want the attention.
Getting ready is the kicker, Andrew Franks. And we are underway here in Los Angeles. Now the return man, this is Benny Cunningham. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
A tall, angular quarterback who always looks like he could use some additional pounds. He has a great toughness about him. Started 37 straight games in college, going back to his first start as a true freshman.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 yards on the carry there, it'll be second down. And this offense certainly hoping that a veteran wide receiver in Britt can set the tone here in this one.
And we've seen better maturity out of him as his career has gone on, but no lack of speed. He can still get deep and hurt a defense.
On second down, here's Goff. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Lance Kendricks, there. And that takes us from second to third down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Cameron Wake may have begun his career in Canada, but in the NFL, he's been one of the top pass rushers since he's entered the league.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on third. Goff. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good game. Charles, you called LA's game in Week 10. Got to ask you about Gurley. 64 yards. What are they saying about him? Still hasn't had a 100-yard game.
When I talk with people like myself outside of the Rams camp, there are a number of different observations about what's going on with Todd Gurley. No one questions the talent. That's still apparent. He lost 15 pounds in the offseason. Some people wanted to put more of that weight back on and break a few more tackles. Some people are questioning his vision. But a lot of that is also, he's getting hit a lot in the backfield when he gets the ball. Hard to make your way when there's no room to run.
Dumps it off to Gurley. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here we go. Detroit!
Goff on first down. Completes it right side to Britt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it a second down. This Miami D, 4 interceptions, obviously very crucial to their Week 10 win over the Chargers.
And when you can pick off Phillip Rivers 4 times and return 1 for a touchdown, Kiko Alonso, the linebacker that Miami picked up from last year from Philadelphia, you're really setting yourself up for big success, not just on offense, but your defensive confidence really rises.
Back to the ground game here. Gurley fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Here we go. Blue 90.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff finding time. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a good gain. So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Set. 3-19.
3rd and long. It's Goff. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to make it 4th down. On now, Greg Zuerlein. Now, Zuerlein was just 3 for 9 from 50-plus a season ago. On the left hash, officially, it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. The Miami Dolphins, they beat the Chargers 31-24 in Week 10 to get to 5-4. And Ryan Tannehill, 240 yards, no interceptions, 2 touchdowns. Pretty clean game for Tannehill.
Really clean, and I think that ever since that game against Cincinnati, remember the Thursday nighter? I really feel like he and the Dolphins have started to elevate. Really have gotten in sync with their head coach Adam Gase, known for his offensive acumen. And I think they are really in lockstep right now. Look forward to watching Miami as they go down the stretch.
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Surveying the field. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 3rd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Go nickel here defensively on 3rd. They'll run the option left. He may try and run for this. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. A lot of talk, Charles, rightfully so, about this Rams defense holding the Jets to 6 points in that Week 10 win.
And I know a lot of people will say they took advantage of Bryce Petty starting his first game in the NFL, but this Rams defense has played pretty darn well throughout most of the season. And I thought the psychology of the head coach, Jeff Fisher, was really telling last week. Instead of getting on a sputtering offense, he went to his defense and said, you guys aren't doing enough to help that offense. You need more takeaways, better field position, give them the ball in better spots, and give them more possessions. I thought that was brilliant.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. Caught here left side by Britt. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, Case Keenum in Week 10 had 165 yards passing. 109 of those went to Kenny Britt.
And their connection really started early. They were targeting him right out of the gate, even though Darrelle Revis was shadowing him throughout the game. Britt used his big body, his big frame to get in front of Revis and make some really nice catches, and then beat him upfield for a long one where he had to battle Revis for the football and came down with it. A really nice afternoon for Kenny Britt.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
And the challenge pays dividends. The ref overturns the play.
Everyone gets a bonus on this one, Brandon. The coach upstairs who signaled down and said challenge it, and the head coach for pulling the red flag.
The one running back is Gurley. Now Goff. He finds Quick. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
First touch of the game here for Benny Cunningham. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, here's Goff. He has Britt over the middle. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Charles on the slant. You always need good ball placement. They got it there.
Brandon, the quarterback, put it in the exact perfect spot, right to the upfield shoulder of the receiver, and he used his body to keep the defender away.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So a good spin move, but not a whole lot to show after as he's taken down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. To throw on, blitz coming, and down he goes. Neville Hewitt leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He's got time in the pocket. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And a nifty little deke juke spin move. Not a great deal there on the back end, but a nice gain still.
Quarterbacks like throwing the slant route, but they have to be careful about ball placement. They have to put it in a spot that makes sure the receiver has his body in front of the defender.
3 yards to go on second down. They'll run the option left. And he is going to lose yardage here. So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Yards to gain here on third down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this is going to be incomplete. Deion Sims is tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Now Austin. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
Tavon Austin, he's going to go. Touchdown, LA. Tavon Austin, 83 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points.
So many ways to help a team, but not one more valuable than a punt returner who can put one in the end zone.
And he had one last year. We saw another one here. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 13 yards there on the pickup, and the Dolphins are going to get a first down. Ajayi dropped down to being human again after a couple really good weeks. 79 yards on 19 carries. That's still pretty good.
It's still pretty good. That's the human side that really we can relate to. Before that, he was superhuman, and he was just rolling, right? 200-yard games back-to-back. But he has really taken over the load for his football team and setting the tone for their offense with his carrying of the football.
They go play action here on first down. He's got time. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Robert Quinn in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, here's Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to face a third down.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
7 yards remain now on third down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
Whether they deserve credit or not, the defense is going to take credit for that incompletion because it always feels good when you slow down an offense.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Let's put our attention here now on the Dolphins defense. They did their job last go-around, forced the punt, hoping for more of that here.
They got off the field. That's exactly what they wanted to accomplish. Get off the field, turn the ball over to their offense, and kick back and enjoy a little bit of water and rest before they have to go back out there again.
Back out there now and hoping to hurry up and get more water and rest. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I'm still astounded by the recovery of Todd Gurley from the knee injury at Georgia, the Offensive Rookie of the Year in his first season.
Yeah, over 1,100 yards, and now, they drafted the rookie, Jared Goff. Kind of see him as their future, but so much of the focus has to be on Gurley this year, doesn't it?
And the future becomes now if Todd Gurley keeps running the football the way that we've seen him run it in the past, because that will make it easier to break in a rookie quarterback.
Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. That one goes for 24 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Let's go! 319! 319!
On first down, it's gone. To the sideline, and a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. It's the Rams out to the early lead. We'll be back. We're back to Southern California right after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Snickers. You're off your game when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back live now to begin the second quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
Gurley again here on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The defensive end, Cameron Wake, brings him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. Brian Quick, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go. Green 39.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And not great starting field position here for the offense. They'll come out in the pistol. They'll begin the drive with Ajayi. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. So Ajayi picking up some yardage, and last year only 187 yards as a rookie.
Well, Lamar Miller's gone to Houston. That opens up more possibilities for him. I think we'll see the full range of his game, running and catching this season.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to be taken down here at about the 10. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. And ready for 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's complete. It's Sims. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
2nd down following the run. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early.
False start, offense. Still 2nd down.
Ten yards still left on 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
It's Tannehill. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Here's Matt Darr now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. 47-yard punt, a return of 4. And the offense will come back onto the field for the 1st and 10. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
Here we go. Green 39.
They go play action here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down after a good game. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. Yeah. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The one running back is Gurley. They go play action with Gurley. Now Goff. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Kenny Britt that time. And it's 3rd and short.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So 3rd down, just 1 yard to go. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go. Over.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go. Green, 39.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here we go now. Green,
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go with Cunningham, and they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
Obviously, the offense thought they had something going by trying to go wide on a short yardage play. But how about the defense expecting something in the middle and still able to adjust and sprint to the edge and make the play?
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
Offense. Still second down.
They run again with a giant. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And he finds Stills, complete. And he's brought down after a good gain. 23 yards on the play. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So 2nd and 9, the defense looking to put them in a bad spot here. Here's Ajayi. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
So now at 3rd and 12 with an extra defender here in the secondary, a nickel look. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill finding time. Great protection. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Here's Matt Darr now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Here we go now.
On 1st and 10, Goff. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for L.A. 53 yards.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Second down following the run.
Here we go now. Green throw.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd. The one running back is Gurley. Now it's Goff. Surveying the field. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that will swell the lead to 16. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. You took the words right out of my mouth. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Larry Ridley will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
He's got time in the pocket. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Hey, let's look back on Week 10 for a second. What a slate of games. Seattle, New England, Dallas, Pittsburgh, New Orleans, Denver. What was your game of the week, partner?
Well, my game of the week was Seattle at New England. Seattle coming off of the Monday Nighter, going on the road, getting it done at New England, who hardly ever loses at home. And it was a Super Bowl rematch. I love Dallas-Pittsburgh, a great game. Absolutely incredible finish in New Orleans. But how about Kansas City come from 17 down to beat Carolina?
That was a heck of a game as well. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Tannehill on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. Here's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's got time. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll at least get on the board here, still trailing, but 16-3 now. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
Now it's Franks following the made field goal to send it away. Cunningham now to return. Down the numbers. There he goes. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Benny Cunningham. 99 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together, but that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run with Ajayi. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, that's a big day.
On it now, out of the gun. So we come upon halftime here in Southern California with the Rams on top as we send you across the country to Orlando. Standing by there, Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, Charles. And welcome to our EA Halftime Report. I'm Larry Ridley. The Rams are happy to be in front right now and just want to play 2 more solid quarters. The Dolphins just want to come out after the half and claw their way back into the game. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Rams with the ball midway through the first. Offensive line won't be able to hold up here. This one ends up as a loss of 6. Dolphins will punt it away. Austin's got a chance for a return, and nobody can stop him on this long touchdown, pushing the lead to 10. Third down from inside the 40. To once again sack the QB. This will go for a loss of 8. Frank's going to kick it away. Cunningham's going to get a running start here, and he'll win the sprint to the end zone. That takes the lead up to 20. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios. Let's get back out to Brandon and Charles for the call of the second half. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a third down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Defense sinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here's Austin. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And back onto the field, here comes the Dolphins defense. And with a deficit here, they gave up the field goal last time, but with this deficit, Charles, how important is a stop on this drive?
Extremely. And you know that they heard it on the sideline. You know they heard it going out onto the field, and they're telling it to each other. No more points given up. We've got a chance to still get into this game.
As a defensive guy, you kind of like that challenge? You don't want to be down, but do you like that challenge?
You don't want to be in that position, and you wish you had taken the challenge a little bit earlier, but now, this is it. It has to happen at this point.
Time to establish the run game here. Gurley. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Now gone. He has Britt over the middle. Call it a gain of 5, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Again, they run with Gurley. And he's brought down. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Rams are going to get a first down.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
Bulldozes past him, and he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. They're leveraged way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. And that's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on first down. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. That one goes for 16 yards and sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go. Green, 39.
Goff on first down. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brian Quick, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams add on to their lead.
I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Set, blue 10. Blue 10.
Now it's a Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Tannehill. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. It's a loss of 7. And now it's third down. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. And some room to work. And he slides to avoid the hit. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Matt Darr now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. Todd Gurley and the offense, they get set and trot back out there now. And after a sluggish start, he's really bounced back. The numbers bear that out.
And you're a baseball guy, partner. How many at-bats over the course of a baseball season?
Oh, boy, 4 in the game.
Yeah, about 4 in a game.
4 times 162.
350 or so, right? Sometimes it takes a while for a guy to get going. That's my point. It's not the first few carries. You don't worry about that. As they go along, get that guy lathered up, get those blocking assignments down. Those 2-yard gains turn into bigger gains as the game moves along.
Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, it was 0 space, no gain.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
One of the feature points of the end route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard.
Now Gurley, handoff left. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Throwing on third. Goff. Finding time. He's going to find his man. That's Tavon Austin. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And now a first down following that long gain. Here comes a 20th carry for Gurley. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good game before he's taken down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
Now Gurley. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And this is beginning to border on dominance. Another strong run that picks up a first down. You've got to wonder if the defense coordinator is wondering, will even go to goal line defense in any situation now to try and slow down this running game.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Goff. That's complete. It's Brian Quick. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards there on the catch and run. Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long. Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Fresh set of downs here. From the red zone now, Goff. He has Britt over the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to the ground game here. Gurley. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. And Gurley having a big day, and they're winning. That's a big reason why. 2012, his freshman year at Georgia, first game he was a backup. He came off the bench, 100 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns, 100-yard kick return. He started every game in his career set.
And he should have, because he is one of the most dynamic forces to enter the NFL, the running back position, in many years. And I think he's only going to keep getting better.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Cunningham. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Blue landing.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
False start. Offense. Still 3rd down.
Oh, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Hurry up. Here we go. 319. 319.
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. That is caught at the 7-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And Zerline's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So he's got another field goal, his 4th now of the game, and he's making it look easy out there.
He kind of has that vibe about him, doesn't he, Brandon? You get the sense when he comes out there, he just says, don't worry, guys, I got this. And 4 times now, he has.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Surveying the field. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now 3rd down, less than a yard.
Wide 20. Wide 20.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. There he goes, left side. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Zerline now for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here comes Grant on the return. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Dolphins getting set to go here.
Ready. Wide 20.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. Give him 11 on the gain there. And the Dolphins have a 1st down.
Now that run is one to build on, and I know it sounds like a cliche and it seems like a simple thing, but truthfully, coaches are always looking for something to pull out of a tough day. And right now, this team has had one of those. So that run there, I guarantee that's a clip and save as they move forward and look towards the next game. And he'll tell his team, this is what we're looking for. This is what we planned for. Let's have more of this to start games as opposed to getting it at the end.
To throw is Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Ready. Wide 20. Wide 20.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Quick pass play there on the slant, Charles. Works out well for the offense.
The offense loves it. The defender hates it. Hard to get through the body of the receiver to get to the football trying to cover a slant.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside. Not easily covered, and then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the 1st. On 1st and 10, Tannehill looks for Parker, and it's intercepted. Picked off by quarterback Ogletree, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
6 yards to go here on 2nd down. Back to the ground, this time with Gurley. Oh, nice move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Here we go.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Donald Butler brings him down. They come out here in the eye. Gurley. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, LA! Todd Gurley, 37 yards. And the Rams have got it on cruise control.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know they're playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down.
Hey, wide 20. Wide 20.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Sims. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Hey, 380. 380.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards, second down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Aaron Donald that time getting in there to disrupt. Only in his third year now, but boy, early impact.
Early impact and always wants to get better. You know what he's done on Christmas Day for the last 2 years?
No, but I want to know.
Gone in and watched tape, trying to get better even on that special day.
Think he had some turkey, too?
I think they delivered whatever he wanted right to the film session.
They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Here's Matt Darr now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this away as he'll wisely, I'd say, angle this to the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over, and they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run. It's Gurley. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a third down and 2. Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now it's Gurley. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Now let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Second down following the run. They come up in an offset eye. They run with Cunningham. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. They come out here in the eye. Again, Cunningham here on the ground. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Now a handoff for Gurley. Muscles him off. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
Now on second down, this is Gurley. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
All right, here we go.
3rd and 2. Goff. He finds his man. It's Austin. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. So with the yardage on that completion, he's now right at exactly 300 yards on the game.
And isn't that the magic number you get? All right, 300. That means it's going to go on a commemorative football to put on your mantle when they give you the game ball if your team wins. So much confidence flowing through him right now, throwing the football. I think it's permeated itself throughout the entire team. They feel good about what they're doing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A good solid run there as we head towards the home stretch of this game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. And they're 6 yards away from picking up the first here on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, Goff will yield to Greg Zuerlein for the field goal try. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. One last throw here for Tannehill. He gets it to Sims, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Rams are victorious here as we say so long from Exposition Park in L.A.